What does Zeus do at 3 o'clock in the morning?
What is the last judgment? Christ's second coming gives the Son of God this gift, to hear the voice for God proclaim that what is false and what is true has never changed. And this the judgment is in, which perception ends. At first you see a world that has accepted this as true, projected from a now corrupted mind. And with this holy silence, perception gives a silent question, and then disappears, its goal accomplished and its mission done. The final judgment on the world contains no condemnation, for it sees the world as totally forgiven, without sin and wholly purposeless. Without a cause, and now without a function in Christ's sight, it merely slips away to nothingness. There it was born, and there it ends as well. And all the figures in the dream in which the world began go with it. Bodies are now useless, and will therefore fade away, because the Son of God is limitless. You who believe that God's last judgment will condemn the world to hell along with him, accept his holy gift. God's judgment is a gift that will correct and keep you straight on all your errors, unknown from you, and all effects it ever seemed to have. To fear God's saving grace is but to fear complete release of suffering. Return to peace.
I like this shirt.
Union with your own identity. God's final judgment is as merciful as every step in his appointed plan last fulfilled. Call him to return to the eternal peace he shares with you. Be not afraid of love, for it alone can heal all sorrow, wipe away all tears, and gently lift you from his dreamless dream, the Son whom God acknowledges as his. Be not afraid of this.
Do not be afraid of love, even though you were programmed to be.
Set us free. This is God's final judgment. You are still my holy Son, forever innocent, forever loving, and forever loved. As limitless as your Creator, completely changeless and forever pure. Therefore awaken and return to me. I am the Father, and you are the Son. Lesson 311. I judge all things as I would have them be.
311, baby.
Wait with an open mind today to hear your judgment of the Son you love. You do not know him, and we cannot judge. And so we let your love decide what he, whom you created as your Son, must be. I judge all things as I would have them be.
Judge all things as I'd have them be. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? So the shirts, if you want one, I can make you one, personal for you. All you have to do is just ask me, and they're $111. 111. It'll be a spirit shirt. That'd be kind of fun. I wanted to share a little bit what happened today. I went out to Broad Ripple. It was kind of interesting. I was planning on going to the canal, and I was talking to my friend Amy on Instagram, and the conversation was riveting enough. I did not get off the bus until I got to Broad Ripple, and I was still talking to her. And one of the videos I made to Bobby was one of the inspirations of it, because again, it was about me, and it was about her, and it was about things about with thinking, you know. Anyway, so I ended up in Broad Ripple, and I thought, well, I haven't really made money here, but I went out there and set up my paints, my art, and a fellow was shooting by, and I said something. He came over and talked to me, shook my hand. He said, "Oh my God, you've got the strongest grip I've ever felt." He had a pretty strong grip. He was trying to manhandle me, right? It was funny. But it was in a loving way, of course. And as we continued conversation, I started just talking like my videos and stuff like that, and expounding upon the realities. Just blew his mind. We exchanged numbers. I'm not sharing names or anything like that, because we don't want to be. But anyways, good dude, mate. Should we share names? That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Because names are important, and everybody loves their name. You know, I think we all love our name, and names. The funny thing is, I'm Zeus, and he has a Z in his name too, Nazir. And Nazir, he's a very, very interesting fellow. He's got a very, very open mind. He's very intelligent. You know, open for answers. He would say, "Oh, you're so smart." I was like, "Dude, I know I don't know nothing, mate. All we see is 0.000135 of the known light spectrum scale. To know you know nothing is the only reality you can have. And to find out something about the nothing, now that's your event, that's your joy, that's your bliss. And the cool thing about it is we don't have to do anything about it. We don't. We never did. We just seem to think that we need to. It's interesting. People saying we're controlling the weather and doing this and doing that, whatever. And it's like, how about you can control the weather? It's interesting. I read this book and I tried it, and it does work. It's funny. It said what you do is you go outside, you look up in the sky, and cloudy day. You're like, well, I want all the clouds to go away. And then go back inside, forget about it. Come out about 5-10 minutes later, you got a clear blue sky. And it does happen. I was blown away. I just forgot about it and then just came back out and it was a clear blue sky. And so I said, well, I want the clouds. And so I said, I want puppy ones, Went inside, come outside, and sure enough, they were in the sky. I was like, whoa, are you kidding me? So it's an exercise you could do yourself just to see the reality of it. Because, your mind has power. Your words have power. So, just the exercise alone gives you the gravity of some of the stuff you said. So, no, not knowingly, ignorantly. Why were we so ignorant? Well, did they cut the umbilical cord too soon? I don't know. But the reality is we're all right now. It doesn't matter. Was I ever born? I don't know. Some say you die every time you close your eyes and you go to sleep and you go to another reality and then you come back to your body, later. So, were you born? Now then you go into the actual epigenetics and now the cellular replacement rate, since your body expels like 200 million cells a day. I guess we're brand new cellularly wise, which is an atomic wise, and the cells are your entire body. Everything is cells. It's just a vibrational frequency of a bunch of atoms. And every 11 days, your body's brand new. Brand new? Every 11 days, your body is brand new. Nothing can exist in your body unless you believe it to be true. And somehow you got some root core program inside the subconscious brain, the ganglion mass, the heart, or the transmitter and receiver, that is fractaling the energy that you are. See, sickness, disease, and that is just you not being clear, not being the vibrational being that you truly are, with a purpose of shining, because you're vibrational whether you want to be or not. That's just the fact of the matter. If you just look at all the realities of it, we're all just schism pieces of each other, which is of our Father. Fractals. Fractals. And what fractal will you be? You know, and so the cancer that's within the body is also a vision of what's on the outside world. And so if I change the way I see things, the world around me changes, because I'm no longer holding a vibrational frequency of creation in the vehicle that only I am experiencing in my own field. Right? How I feel. Nobody else knows how I feel. Nobody else does. Only I do. And my higher self, of course, but I suppose in a psychic type of sense, a lot of people have what's called empathy, and empathy is derived from circumstances and situations that cause pain, and so you empathize with them, meaning that you now feel those feelings because you're choosing to. It's a choice. So it's not the other person's fault then either, because you chose to resonate that vibration without turning it off. That's the key point. And then we go into, what? It's just you, right? Quantum physics. There's only one source energy. Now, how divided that we want to be, I suppose, is the divided that we are. But at one point, it was stated that it scared God, which it doesn't, that we all came together and were working together. Somehow we got on, somewhere there was trying to be a taking over the love boat, because we are the love boat. The love boat, traveling through the galaxy with everyone. It's a love boat. And somebody hijacked us, right? They got through our force field, which is the radiation belt that's around the planet. They found a hole in it, and then they were able to get in. And I don't know the Black Knight satellite, but I believe this is true. It's part of the thing that kind of cuts holes in atmospheres to give the invaders an open door to come into the planet that they're choosing to come to. I think if we look at the diagnostics on the planet right now, most of the holes are where the Black Knight satellite is. And it's a big ass satellite. Is it really a satellite or is it a station? We don't know. I've seen that on, remember they had that on, what was it, Star Trek? And Star Trek The Next Generation, and I believe the other ones that came after it, where they had an observation where they would observe lower species, right? And so now with the disclosure movement going on, I'm sure that the aliens, that we call them, our brothers and sisters that are from the Pleiadians and from the Galactic Council, will actually please, if it's a good measure, remove the Black Knight satellite. Or what is it? Maybe that's the one that's generating our... I don't know. I'm not going to go into it anymore. But it's interesting, isn't it? Don't even know why we even went down that path. So yeah, we're on the love boat. traveling through space at 925 miles per hour, per second, sorry, per second. Where is it per hour? I don't know, we're going pretty fast. We're booking late. And we're revolving and spinning like a bullet. 800 mile an hour spin. So we're traveling at 900 miles an hour and traveling like a bullet, rotating at 800 miles an hour. I think it was Tyson LaGrassi who was the one who said, well, the force field that we have around the planet that gives us that we revolve with the planet. We're stuck to it. That's the beauty of the gravity because of the spin. I imagine it's similar to, the actual when you take a bucket and you put water in it halfway full and you basically spin it over your head in a circle. The water stays in the bucket. I wonder if the spinning of the planet and the moving through the thing is the actual coordination of how the frequencies come together. The Planck, I believe it's the explosions of the atoms coming together, which is causing our being held down into the planet, which is kind of interesting. Just a thought. Anyway, so going into wherever I was at in the thought process, because I really lost myself in that one there, because that went kind of deep. I was thinking about some of the teaching of Dan Winter, and if you find him on YouTube, give him a listen. Absolutely amazing. He is an amazing man. We're so lucky to have him here with us on this planet at this moment in time. Anyway, this one's been 17 minutes. Well, I could let it go to 17,777 if it would allow me to, but we don't have clocks set that way. We have timers set up the way. Interesting. Wonder, it is a timer. It's not a clock. So that's a good thing. So we go to 1777, can't we? That's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to stop this at 1777. I just want to say, remember, today is the day of your amazing good fortune. And every day and every way I get better, better, and better. Say that over and over again. Love yourself, love your friends, love your family, and be the very best version of you that you can be today. And that's what you owe to yourself, because you are the only one that can do it. You. The buck stops with you. So today, choose to be that man or woman you want to be. Well, it actually shot around on the